These cinnamon rolls are soft, fluffy, and actually doable. There's no overnight rise, just 1 hour from start to finish. In a bowl, I'm going to add 1 3/4 cups worth of really warm water, 3 tablespoons of active dry yeast, and a 1/3 cup of sugar. I'm going to let that sit for 15 minutes and then add that to my mixer along with 1/2 cup of a mild oil and 2 beaten eggs and 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. I'm going to start off with 4 cups of all-purpose flour, mix that, and then add another 1 cup of flour. It's going to be 5 cups in total, and I'm mixing for about 5 minutes or so. I typically always forget to use the dough hook, and I just use the mixing attachment, and it works just fine. I'm going to lightly flour a very clean surface and add my dough. This dough is a little sticky, so you're going to need maybe another 1/4 cup of flour or so, just enough so you can work with it. I don't know if you can see how sticky it is, but that flour that I'm adding on top just makes it more workable. This dough should be super light and fluffy. You should feel it. It's just very airy and soft, and that's what you want. Once I have finished mixing the flour and it's not super sticky, I create a nice little ball, and then with a rolling pin, I'm going to make a rectangle. I'm trying to stretch the dough as much as I can without breaking it, and I'm pulling on the corners until I get this nice, beautiful rectangle.
I like it.
And I had a cute little helper. I'm also going to add 1/2 cup of softened butter. Mine wasn't super soft, so if you can, microwave it for about 20 seconds. And then for my brown sugar mixture, it's just a 1/3 cup of brown sugar, a 1/3 cup of white sugar, and 2 1/2 tablespoons of cinnamon, and a pinch of salt. I'm going to add that to the middle of the dough, and then I start rolling into a log shape, and I'm just going to cut the cinnamon rolls about 1.5 inches or so thick. I love doing it this way. I know that there's ways where you can make them perfectly and all symmetrical, but I like the fact that they're not even, because sometimes you want a big cinnamon roll or a smaller cinnamon roll, and this just works for us. I'm going to place these in a baking tray with some parchment paper and let them rise for about 15 minutes. Back in December, I made some buttercream icing and I froze it, so today I'm just going to thaw it out in some cold water. And I'm going to bake my cinnamon rolls at 350 for 25 minutes until they're golden brown. Let them cool down for about 10 to 15 minutes before you ice them. The icing also thawed out perfectly. My secret is to thaw it out either in the fridge or in some cold water so the consistency doesn't change. If you give these a try, please let me know in the comments down below.